So we're delighted to be joined here today by Colm Quinn from Colm Quinn BMW. Colm, it's been a great success story. You set up back in 2008 and been expanding ever since.
Yeah, in 2008 we started in a temporary facility and started construction back in the middle of the big crash, and everybody told me I was crazy, and we moved into the showrooms in Athlone back in June 2009. So we're 12 years in the showrooms now, and obviously from there the Galway opportunity appeared a couple of years later. So we opened the showrooms in Galway at the end of 2013.
And I suppose ever since you moved to Galway, I think, or even before it, you've been a supporter here in Ballybrit. Started in 2010. And I think it's such an important partnership for ourselves here in Galway to be partnered with yourselves and sponsor obviously the Colm Quinn Galway Mile, which is a great feature race, very competitive every year. And I suppose we're delighted today to be announcing a continuation of the sponsorship for an additional 5 years. It's a huge achievement for us, and to be joined with yourselves continuing for another 5 years, and we're really looking forward to it, as I'm sure you are yourself.
Yeah, it's brilliant. I mean, I go back to my first call with your dad John back in 2010 when I thought it was a great idea to sponsor a race at the Galway Races, and after meeting me and I won't say interviewing, but it was a little bit like that, came back to me to tell me he'd be delighted to welcome us as a sponsor, and we could sponsor a race on the Monday evening of the October Festival, which I actually didn't know existed at the time, so and it developed from there. We've had a super relationship, and it's been great fun for our team working with yourselves. And obviously the opportunity came up to do the Tuesday back 4 years or 5 years ago at this
That's
stage.
right, yeah.
So I think our total will be 10 years title sponsorship of the Tuesday, which will bring us to 15 years. So I don't know where they're going, but it's great fun, and it's the real highlight of our marketing year, from all the different events we do. But this is really the pinnacle of what we do, and it's a great showcase for our product, and we've got huge support from the racing industry, which is fantastic, and it's sort of, because we were new to Galway when we opened the showrooms. It was a good fit to, it's both local and national, and it ticks a lot of boxes from everybody's point of view. So it's fantastic from our point of view.
And I think you mentioned there that you've got great support from the racing community, but in fairness, I think from the racing world all appreciates you've come into Galway as a sponsor and have extended around the country, and are
Yes.
a great supporter of the racing industry, in terms of jockeys, trainers, etc. So it is very much appreciated. It's a flourishing partnership, and one we look forward to continuing into the future.
Yeah, it's great. I mean, I suppose it's funny, we sell to quite a few trainers and bits now, and every time a trainer buys a car, they say, "You'll buy a horse," and I say, "I can't, because I sponsor and I have so many trainers." So it's great fun from that point of view. But they all respect the fact that, I suppose, we're one of the few sponsors that aren't directly associated with horse racing. We're not selling feed, or we're not whatever. So I think that's respected among everybody associated with the racing industry. So it's a great partnership.
Yeah, no, it is.
We look forward to many more years of it.
Brilliant. Thanks very much, Colm.
Not at all. Thanks, Michael.